response would be. Finland-based Biafra agitator, right, Simon Ekpa, says he is planning his defense against 2 suicide bombers allegedly sent to neutralize him in the European country. Ekpa, who claimed the suicide bombers are sent by the federal government of Nigeria, said he escaped the same situation last year. He insisted that Biafra declaration will be on the 2nd of December 2024. The Biafra agitator submitted that no amount of threat will stop it. However, Ekpa acknowledged his fighters' decision to resort to what they described as a spiritual battle against the federal government of Nigeria. Ekpa's fighters had in 2 separate videos vowed to start a spiritual warfare for Biafra's independence after the attack, some security personnel. Now, there was a video that showed the moment they entered the forest with live chickens, and it trended online last week, Wednesday. He's actually saying, according to him, that there will continue to be a liberation for Biafra. And a few days ago, Tiger, who is known as a notorious member and fighter of IPOB, resurfaced in a video showing the moment he attacked men of the Nigerian army on the order of Simon Ekpa. Barrister Darlington, do you think Simon Ekpa is on the right path with most of these proclamations he's making?
Esther, do you know that the federal government is the cause of this agitation in the southeast?
Kindly explain.
The federal government is the problem of the southeast and nothing else. Esther, imagine if the federal government, even if has told these people come, what is your problem? You saw how this federal government has been pampering terrorists in the north. And instead of you to call this and ask them, what is your problem? You refuse, rather you deploy army. You deploy army to go and kill all of them. And you think they will not soften up. No, they will not do. The federal government is the problem in the southeast. I'm saying it here now. If they can call other people for a roundtable discussion, even pamper them, give them what they want. Why can't you call them who are self-determination group? You make them feel unwanted in Nigeria. That's why they want to leave. The federal government of Nigeria has marginalized the southeast for a long time. That is why these boys are risen up. And they are not even making effort to say, okay, come, let us talk. How can you solve the problem like that?
But Barrister Darlington, a lot of critics say that Simon Ekpa is not helping the situation, especially for young boys who are residing in the southeast. A couple of them who are not going to school, who are literally redundant at home, are being brainwashed into joining this movement. And of course, we've been seeing videos recently of the Nigerian army flushing out most of the enclaves where they think some IPOB insurgents, actually residing. We even saw pictures of shallow graves where they were able to dig out bodies of dead persons that were kidnapped along the road. So the question now, Barrister Darlington, is this. In regards to the situation with Simon Ekpa, do you think that most of the statements he's making and causing confusion, supposedly, is what is distorting the peace in the southeast and maybe making those young boys feel that joining this particular group is the only alternative they have to properly exist? What do you think?
It is the attitude of the federal government. They don't have any regard for the southeast. They only go there to make speeches during the election. Esther, they have not recognized the Igbo man since after the war. That is what is causing this for the nothingness. Look at how the card is being treated. All people who have done war things in Nigeria, look at how they were treated. No, look at it, just suppose you can see whether it is fair. These are the things that are causing problem in the southeast. If you are treated unfairly in your father's house, will you be happy? Tell me. Go and check. All these other regions, how many of them have contributed more than the Igbos in Nigeria? How many of them? All these other regions. You know what the parties are contributing in Nigeria. Yes, whenever anything has to do with them, the federal government just feel nonchalant. Why have not kept Nnamdi Kanu inside prison for this long? This young man has said, leave me, let me go and saw what is going on there. They refuse. They refuse. But you saw how many people they are released in the north. For what?
They've released and reintegrated.
Why can't they release Nnamdi Kanu? The man that told them that if they free him today, everything in the service concerning security will stop. Yet the federal government doesn't want to listen. But you saw how they crowned a terrorist in Zamfara. They crowned him. They covered him in Zamfara. Government officials went there after. And you are telling me that they should be happy in the Southeast. What for? Tell me what for? What did Nnamdi Kanu do or say that they have not done work in the North? Mention it. So whatever is going on in the Southeast, the federal government should be held responsible. They are the ones fueling insecurity in the Southeast. And why should they deploy military and everybody there to be killing our young men? Meanwhile, in the North, there, look at what is going on. And when they arrest them, they integrate them into the society. They will pamper them. Even the terrorists are protesting that the food they get them is not up to standard. And meanwhile, a self-determination group, you let them. You are not talking to them. You deploy army. How do you think you are going to solve the problem through that means?
Well, Barrister, is it possible, according to someone Ekpa's allegation, that they sent suicide bombers to him all the way at Finland? That they sent suicide bombers? Is that a reality that the federal government can actually take upon themselves at this time, where most of the resources in terms of having to awaken the Nigerian economy is what is needed? Will the federal government go to that length for one individual?
I don't know what is. Is it because there is need blackout in the Southeast? They have done what is, just that they don't want the press to report what is going on there. They don't want the press to report it, especially in Imo State, where Hopu Uzodinma is the governor. I don't know whether Hopu Uzodinma is presiding over the graveyard of Imo people, or is presiding over the living people of Imo State. Go and see what is going on there. So they have done one thing, so they have done one thing. It's just that in time to come, the United Nations will probe what has been going on in the Southeast, especially in Imo State. They will probe it. Whether they like it or not, the ICC are taking note. At the end of the day, they will tell us what Nnamdi Kanu or any other person in the Southeast have done against the federal government. They will tell us. Look at people who have killed an entire village in the North. Here is an entire village. They even occupy people's homeland. They are giving up. The federal government is aware of these people. They are aware that some people, we don't know where they came from. They are occupying villages in Benue and their places. The federal government did not see anything wrong with that. They did not. They did not. But once somebody comes in the party, they will rise up. You don't have to run a government.
Barrister Darlington, finally, before I let you go, all right? The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Kuka, he has described Nigeria's past and present leaders